Hello and welcome everybody. I'm Rose Smith from AbsoluteSoulSecrets.com. Thank you for joining me for this week's Pick a Card Weekly Tarot reading. So Mercury has been retrograde another couple of days. It's turning direct. So hopefully we'll all have more energy and life will start to move forward again. Sometimes when Mercury does the turn from retrograde to forward, as it stations, it's called stationing, you can actually feel it. It's like if you're sensitive, you can feel it. Suddenly you feel like some treacle or molasses is being lifted off your body, you know, and that you could move forward again. Let's go to the board now and have a look at some cards. Okay, I like to have a little vision. Pick a number 1 to 5 now, and I'll have a little vision for each card. So we're doing card number 1. Okay, money in a jar. This reminds me of back in the 1960s in the pubs. They would have like a glass jar, and they would have like notes sticking out of the top of it. And also it might be something to do with betting as well. I'm just, you know, back in the 1960s, or any time for that matter, I didn't actually frequent betting shops, so I'm really not too sure. But that's what I see, money sticking out of the glass jar. And so, you know, be careful taking risks. It's a fairly volatile time now, especially with Mercury retrograde. And even after it turns direct on the 15th or the 16th, if you're in Australia and New Zealand, there's still a week of shadow period where the retrograde energy is coming off, and it's getting less and less every day, but it's really not the ideal time for betting or for taking any risks. The card that comes out is the Tower card. Okay, so do be cautious. This eye in the sky is basically saying if you've been tuning into your intuition, you'll have some idea what this is about. Also, there's some grief coming up for many people. Maybe it's an anniversary of somebody passing, but I can feel it on my chest right now. The card itself is about an idea that you've built up, a tower, and it's not what you thought it was. It's going to come tumbling down because it's got faulty foundations. It's built on shifting sands, so things are changing rapidly, okay, as we speak. This is a major arcana card, so it's pretty important and it can change the direction of your life, but it won't be a surprise to those of you that have been listening to your intuition, because you knew that the situation wasn't ideal anyway. I always think it's ultimately ultimately positive, because it's like the situation needs to change one way or the other, even, you know, if initially you don't want it to. Okay, I think it's a net positive effect. Number two, what do I see for you? Oh gosh, guillotine, this is not good. Got the chop. Okay, so again, it's a bit of a, you know, leading on from number 1, it's a bit like finishing something off. You might have to give some people a chop, maybe they're frenemies, and you know, you sort of keep them hanging around, but really they don't help you. You know, it's like that energy is pulling you back. So again, it's not ideal. Let's have a look. The card that comes out is the Justice card. Okay, it's only fair that you give people a chop if they've been treating you in a poor way or mistreating you. Keep your feet on the ground, be practical, and listen to your intuition, weigh up all of the options, then make the chop, okay, with the sword. And that's the sword of truth. It's all about your intellect and thinking logically and taking action, all that red there. This can also change your life, and it's about natural justice, LORE, rather than human law, but it will help you in a legal matter as well if you do have any legal matters. Alrighty, so now we're up to card number 3. Okay, so this is happy times. It's like I'm in a vehicle. It's like something like a tuk-tuk or something you see in Asia. There's all these beautiful floral, and they're fresh flowers that I can see, fresh flowers in these beautiful leis and chains of flowers all decking out the inside of the tuk-tuk. So this is like getting around in your life, but there's a lot of contentment here and a lot of happiness. Also, you might become more interested in flowers. I just picked, I've been growing some roses actually, and I've been so busy I didn't even get time to pick any roses until yesterday, and it's been like 3 weeks. And so you might have more flowers around you, pick some and put them inside in your home, make the effort. The card, I'm going to take that one on top actually. The King of Swords, money might be on your mind. This is usually like some sort of recompense or reward for all of your labour. You see all these grapes at the top here. The harvest is coming in. Do enjoy the harvest that you worked for. This person also is wearing aubergine. It's like the third eye. So it's all about intuition and listening to it and acting on it, but particularly to do with money matters. And you see this gold fabric here, it's quite a high vibration, so this person probably shares as well. They're not greedy or anything like that. And you could meet somebody like that and they might give you some really good advice to help you as far as money is concerned, or alternatively they might even give you some money if you're lucky. But it's usually a generous older man with a lot of experience who doesn't mind helping people out. This can be a woman, of course. It's usually somebody who's post-menopause and has been around the traps, as we used to say. Traps were like animal traps, like I think it come from the 1930s in Australia when there was the Great Depression. People used to go out and set traps for rabbits because there was zillions and zillions of rabbits in the country areas, and so go and check your traps means, you go and look for rabbits in your traps. So this guy, he's been around the traps and he knows what's what. He knows how to make money and he understands what goes around comes around. So very good influence, very good to have somebody like that around you with so much experience that can and will help you out. Number four, what do I see for you? Doors opening in front of me, which is always good. That's like opportunities. There's some seats, there's a table. Okay, this is a dining room, and it's a bit sort of, from the 1940s, 1950s, that kind of era, this dining room. Of course, food is about nurturance, being spiritually nurtured. The weird thing is, above the dining room table, there's a chandelier, but it's a very contemporary, modern type of chandelier that doesn't go at all with the rest of the room. So this is saying you've got a modern way of looking at things in the light, but you're still paying attention to what went on in the past. And probably it's more to do with your parents or grandparents than you, but you can learn from them. You can shine a light on what they went through and learn from their life, even if they're not alive anymore. That doesn't stop you from learning about what happened then back in those days. I'm going to take, oh geez, it's hard. I'm going to take this one. The Queen of Cups, listening to your feelings, paying attention to your feelings, very Piscean. The ocean here, of course, it's about your subconscious and things coming up out of your subconscious. And she's seated on the shore, but sort of halfway into the water as well. So she's got the best of both worlds. There's some sort of practicality here. This is not an airy fairy type person, but this is a person who's got her feet on the ground, but is very much listening to her subconscious and her feelings. She's usually a kind, nurturing sort of woman. Can be a man, but it's a feminine energy of nurturing. And you'll see here she's got the cup in her hand, like the Holy Grail. So this is the energy being given from spirit. The birds up here, seagulls, they're opportunists, but they do see the big picture. And it's saying to you, look at the big picture, okay? The blue and the green, the aqua, all those tones. What's going on in your heart, and also some growth and development coming from the green. It's a beautiful energy. You could meet somebody kind and sympathetic who, they make excellent counsellors, these people. You could meet somebody like that, or alternatively, sorry, that was my phone, just scared the living daylights out of me. Alternatively, you could find that in yourself. Okay, number 5. Number 5, what do I see? Oh, this is interesting. I'm in an airport, and it's like a tower. So watching all the planes come and go, but it's like I'm in the control tower directing the planes. Okay, planes, obviously, you might be thinking about going, on a plane trip. But usually, symbolically, what it means is because they're taking off and landing all the time, ideas about to take off in your life, okay? And a lot of activity. And with Mercury retrograde, it's not an ideal time to be booking flights or anything, or travelling right now until after the shadow period, which would be about the 22nd of December. That would be a better time for booking things. Okay, I'm getting Asian, sort of bamboo, Buddha, all of those, tea lights and things, that Asian kind of health type energy coming through at the moment. So maybe you're thinking about ways to improve your health as well. Maybe eating lighter foods, Asian type foods, bok choy, for example, is nice, fried up. Okay, let's see what card we get for number 5. Number 5, okay. Also seeing a boat here in the ocean moving forward. Calm, still, night it is. And this is the 3 of Pentacles. So again, it's about your money. Sometimes this can be like an apprenticeship or something that you're currently learning. You might not have mastered it yet, but you can still earn money from it, okay? So money coming in, but learning a trade as you go. There might be some physical work involved with it too. Sculpturing is quite physical, chopping into all of that stone there. But yeah, very beneficial for your money supply. Okay, let's have a look here. What do we got? We've got 2 majors, more or less normal, a king, a queen, and pentacles. So more or less normal sort of week for many people coming up. For the major arcana, they are potentially life-changing, so I would be acting on those especially. Alrighty, so that's it, everyone. Thank you so much for watching today. If you're new, subscribe. That would be fabulous, and I appreciate that. Have a wonderful week, everyone. I'll see you all again soon. Like and leave a comment would be great too. Okay, I'll see you again soon. Bye for now. Thanks so much for watching. Please visit my website, absolutesoulsecrets.com, for all things spiritual. Have a lovely day.